Okay, should I start?
Yes.
Yes, it's all good. We can hear you.
All right. Thank you so much. And lovely being here. And this is just so awesome and impactful. I want to thank all the people who are here today. And let me just go ahead and start. And just with one question. Have you ever been surrounded with lots of people and yet felt alone? Can I see a show of hands? Have you ever felt unseen despite your success? This story is for you because one of the most powerful moments in my life started with these three words: table for one. Table for one, please. My name is Salsabila Alharby. I help achievers move from invisible to irreplaceable. I work with people who give, perform, over deliver, yet still wonder, why am I still unseen? That question is why I wrote this chapter. Have you ever walked into a restaurant and the waiter asks you, table for how many? And maybe you shrink and say, table for one, please. And this answer was my situation for many, many years. I was actually the girl who sat alone at recess, the achiever who carried everything alone, surrounded by people, yet deeply alone. For a long time, a table for one felt like rejection. Until one moment, I share in the book, in the chapter. That moment, that story changed everything. And I then realized that aloneness is not loneliness. Being alone does not mean you're lonely. It does not dictate that you are lonely. Loneliness is actually emptiness, while aloneness is power. Aloneness is discovering yourself. It's the space where you discover who you are and what you bring, and who truly deserve a seat at your own table. The table for one is for women, for achievers and givers who are ready to stop shrinking and start choosing themselves. Because when you become irreplaceable, you do not beg for belonging. You decide who belongs to sit on your table. I don't help people find seats, by the way. I help them own their own table. When you know your value, solitude becomes power. And that's what my chapter is about. I traveled to the US for my first time as an adult many years back with one coworker, a friend, and I depended on our connection to support each other, to only be surprised that she had her own plans and without any, against all of our plans and everything, he left me alone in a hotel room, broken, not knowing anyone, totally like felt just totally alone. No support, no one to go to, nowhere to go to. I was afraid, I was still young, and no connections. And that time, that moment dictated that I'm not going to be alone, even if I'm alone. I'm not going to be lonely. I will learn how to make connections. I will learn how to connect with other people. Maybe I have very few real friends, but I can make friends in connection with everyone. I have a community. I have people here that I love. I learned how aloneness is not loneliness, and it's how I was able to discover my power. And I believe that through this chapter, every one of you will have this space to ask yourself the question, where is my power? When did I feel alone? When did I feel lonely? Where can I make my own space to own my own table? And I will allow only those who I choose to sit on my table, sit on my table. So now, if I go to a restaurant alone and they ask me, how many? I proudly say, table for one, please. This chapter for you, if you feel lonely. So I want to thank everyone. My email is in the chapter, at the end of my chapter. And I just want to thank Diane and Olga for this amazing work and for pursuing their passion and for making a little that we just saw, like a little idea, become a big platform and a dream. And I can see it going bigger and bigger. Thanks for having Forbes today. This is amazing. Thanks for the forward by Les Brown, my favorite. And it's like, thank you for everything. Thanks for the amazing community and the great authors. Thanks for the people who asked questions and made all the difference. Like Queenie, thank you for your question. Many people just struggling to ask that question. Thank you. Everyone who asked, thank you. Every question was so valuable. I really thank everyone. And I just want to thank all my friends and all my community. I begged to be here. I said, Forbes heard me begging. She would pity me and give me the pitch course for free because I didn't pitch, I begged actually. So I thank all my people who are here. And I just want to also give just a little prayer for my friend Najah and her father. I hope he gets well. She couldn't speak today, but she's with us here and listening in. And she thanks everyone as well. And she had a great story to share. So just, the book is worth it. The stories are worth it. We put and poured our hearts into this. I want to thank everyone else and have a great day.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. Sally, as usual, you really bring it. I love Table for One. And I have a story behind it, but now we run out of time, so I can't share too much on that. But I connected with a friend just by sharing your story, Table for One. And that's me also. I'm also Table for One whenever I go to the restaurant at the moment, but I'm not lonely. So let's bring to the next. Who's next? Who's on deck next? We have is it Sandy? Yes, we got Sandy. Sandy, are you ready?
I am ready.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Screaming sirens, flashing lights, yellow crime tape. Nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to face with the Columbine school shooting tragedy. Hi, my name is Sandy Austin, and I'm known as the Kids Empowerment Champion because as someone who has counseled students of 5 school shooting tragedies and then 4 suicides at my own school, I started a school club 21 years ago called the Bionic Team. Believe it or not, I care, to empower kids, to reach out to struggling peers, to let them know they are seen, they matter, and they are not alone. The club empowers kids worldwide with life skills to reach out to struggling peers who are new, sick, hospitalized, bullied, or lose loved ones, to let them know they are seen, they matter, and they are not alone. In talking to elementary kids about our bully prevention program, I said, my generation has failed you because bullying was around when I was in school and even in my parents' schools. Right then, a 9-year-old said, Miss Austin, maybe our generation can be the generation to stop bullying once and for all. Yes, I love that. Bionic is now a nonprofit that has been in over 150 schools worldwide. A Bionic alum stopped by to see me during her spring break in college. She said, Miss Austin, you know what I learned from Bionic? There was a girl on my floor in my dorm in college who lost a loved one. Everyone was avoiding her because they didn't know what to say. So I went up and I bought a Snickers candy bar and I wrote out an index card and note and went up to her and said, I heard you lost a loved one. I know it can be tough and just want to let you know I'm thinking of you. The girl said, thank you. You are the first person that's talked to me in a week. And I've been so lonely. Being from Kansas, it has been very difficult. I was even starting to think about suicide. Thank you. I'm going to be okay now. The oldest alumni who have been in my Bionic teams are now 41 years old. And they're saying, Miss Austin, my business needs a Bionic team because we have employees who are new, sick, hospitalized, or lose loved ones. And they need to know that people care too. Diane and Olga, it's such a privilege to be in this book. In my chapter, Believe It or Not, You Matter, how a culture of caring transforms schools, workplaces, and businesses. It can escalate the caring movement started by these kids in schools through you in churches and businesses and in communities too, in a great way to impact this world. Do you want to join us? We have a caring culture tip sheet to find out more information. Go to giftfromsandy.com. Giftfromsandy.com.
Wow. Great gift from Sandy. That's gifts with an S, Sandy?
No, gift. One gift.
Gift.
Lots of gifts come with it, but on this first one, we just give you a little teaser. Giftfromsandy.com.
Okay.
And Sandy is offering a 20-minute one-on-one call with you, focused specifically on how to create a more caring climate in your own realm of influence. So let's see who the lucky winner is.
And this is really great, especially for teachers and coaches, so anyone who wants to bring Bionic to their location. This is a great opportunity to chat with Sally about that. Dr. Latifa. Is Dr.
Are you
Latifa
here?
here?
You have to be very, very fast right now to respond in the chat and say you're here.
Okay. All right, spin the wheel.
No? Heather Mills?
Heather Mills. Heather, I know she said she wouldn't be able to stay to the end. I don't think she goes. She said she's going to do the early part. Spin the wheel.
Oh, Heather is here.
Heather's here?
Heather,
Okay. Hey, Heather, congrats, Heather. We love Heather. Heather been around for a long time. Thank you. So next on deck, and I think last but not least, and thank you guys for your grace, we have my dear friend and Guru's sister, Jennifer Taramo. We call her Jenny. Thank you,
Hi.
Jenny. The floor's yours.
Hello. Thank you, Diane, for having me on. And happy birthday, Olga.
thank you.
So many great comments today, and so many things that tied in also with my chapter. My chapter 24, The Sacred Power of the Pause, Why Taking a Break Matters. Short but sweet, and hopefully if you get a chance to read it, you'll feel that it is a powerful chapter, because in the world that we are in now, I think we see everybody is just go, 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 work, 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 and people don't want to take a pause because it seems like an act of laziness, and you have guilt put upon you if you're not putting it upon yourself. And it seems like we end up bringing upon ourselves a lot of illnesses physically, mentally, and spiritually because of it. But we weren't meant to just run on and on endlessly. And we were actually divinely inspired to have breaks. God set the example by taking a break on the seventh day of creation and told his followers to have a Sabbath. And in all of nature and everything, we see breaks in the heartbeat, in music, in life, in everything. We're supposed to have breaks. So basically, my chapter, in a nutshell, is going to talk about the importance of breaks throughout life, and pausing, and how you can benefit your life in every single way by instilling habits in each part of your life, whatever's going to work for you, long, short, and making yourself restore, recharge, breathe, refill yourself so that you can be your healthiest in mind, body, and spirit. So read my chapter.